Hello, thank you for joining me. Um, I have a little bit of a concept for you to just ponder. This may not be something that you resonate with, and if it's not, then just, leave it out, throw it away, stop watching the video, or whatever you would like. But this is something that since I have been on my spiritual journey, after a while, I started to figure this out for myself. And when I finally figured this out and started actually looking at the world like this, it will shift your consciousness. It will raise your consciousness. It will raise your vibration. It will raise you out of this 3D polarity place. Okay? So, I'm going to say this. You are God. I am God. The cat in back of me is God. And before you go, what? I want to say this also. That I don't look at God as being the man in the sky that is punishing us for all the things that we do wrong, after giving us free will to do whatever it is that we choose. I don't look at that as being God. I look at God as the infinite creator, the love, the energy of unconditional love that created all of everything. Us, the animals, the trees, the earth, the planets, the stars, and everything else. Created all of us, all of this out of pure unconditional love. And we are all expressions of that one energy. So we are all expressions, whatever you'd like to call it. If you want to call it God, source, creator, it's all it. Okay, so with that being said, when I started to really, the first time I heard it, I was like, what? Oh my God, I can't say that. God, it was like, I was brought up Catholic, and, it was like, I felt terrible even saying or thinking that I could possibly be as powerful, as God. But the truth is that we are all just as powerful as that one energy that created us all to be as powerful as it. We're all the same. So no matter where you're from, no matter what color you are, no matter what type of being you are, no matter if you're human or animal or the trees or the insects or the fire, the elements, the water, all of it is God. Everything you see is God. Okay? So once I started looking at every human being and every animal and every being that is alive, and once I started looking at all of these things as God, as the divine, as love, as just as sacred and divine and special as each other. None of us are more or less special or divine than each other. We are all the same. We are all literally just different expressions of God. So we're like gods expressing ourselves in a different way, in different circumstances, in different situations, so that the one energy could see what it was like and feel what it was like to have all these experiences. Okay, this is in many religions, sacred, old religions. So this is not just something I made up. This is not just me, but I totally resonate with it. And now when I look at people, I look at them in the eyes and I see God, I see the divine, I see spirit, I see their soul. I'm not looking at them as in their color or their body or their skin. their car they're driving or whatever, or how they're acting. No matter how someone is acting, it's still an expression of God. No matter if someone's acting, and this is really going to get, may trigger some people. Like I said, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, then that's fine too. This is just my truth, and this is really what I believe. And since I've started looking at the world and life like this, my life has become magical and just so much more beautiful and so much more fulfilling. So, so yes, there are expressions of God walking around in a negative polarity. Okay? That's also an expression of God. So no matter if you have the nice, loving, generous, giving person, that is an aspect of God. But so is the exact opposite of the spectrum of human being, a murderer. That is just another expression of God that chose a lower vibration or a lower density, lower polarity, more of a negative polarity. But in the grand scheme of things, and in looking down from above, you can see that all is balanced and all is perfect and all is just fine. Okay? Not to take it too seriously. Don't take it too seriously. This life is just, like this. And then there comes a new one. Bam. And then there comes a new one. And then there comes a different, maybe a different reincarnation in a different planet or a different density. Maybe you're an angel next time. This is not all we have. This life is not the end of it. This is not all we have. So when you see those things that we can perceive as bad, which definitely there are many horrible things going on the earth that just break my heart and that I just want to jump into and help and save and do all that. But the bottom line is, the more good that comes in, the more bad that has to come in too. Okay? It has to be balanced. Okay? So play with this concept. Just kind of play around with it. Next time you see another human being or even an animal, I do this with my animals more than anybody probably because they're so easy to love. Just realize that's just an expression of God. Look at the tree. That's just an expression of God. Look at the grass. Look at the water. Look at the moon. Look at the sun. They're all expressions of God. And every person is too, every child. You see it so well in the children because the children are just having fun and playing and they're so free and their spirit soars. But then once we grow older and then we get all these ideas about us and then, we get all these programs going on inside of us, then that changes. So yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of my daughter came in my room, so I stopped the video and helped her for a second. But if you resonate with this content, if you like this video, if you like this type of spiritual type of content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. And thank you for watching this video. Namaste.